stands on two things. Stands on knowledge and akhlaq, morality and ethics. The point is, it's often confused. Knowledge is something and morality is something, and they don't mean exactly the same. Because oftentimes you'll see many people who are knowledgeable, yet what? They have no morals. And knowledge led the world astray oftentimes. I'm not saying Islam is anti-knowledge. Islam is the core of knowledge. But notice, knowledge without akhlaq, what did it do? It created a nuclear bomb. To what? To mass kill people. What kind of knowledge is this? Huh? What kind of knowledge that you invest in trying to figure out what is the most destructive thing against humanity? What is not, there's no one. Huh? And don't assume that, Islam doesn't assume that the akhlaq can be reinforced or enforced by any government or state or etc. It has to be within the individual. Because no one can have one police officer behind him all the time. But Islam tells you one thing: مَا يَلْفِظُ مِنْ قَوْلٍ إِلَّا لَدَيْهِ رَقِيبٌ عَتِيدٌ. Everything you say, Allah mentions in the Quran, whatever you say, but you have Raqib and Atid behind you, are writing on you. Observing these things. So therefore that law that you will be accountable for, that punishment, it means if you lie, you'll be accountable. That is life for you. And that's a lesson for you to learn. Because don't think that again, that if you commit something, even the law doesn't catch you, that you will get away with it. There's no getting away. As long as you believe there's a creator, there's no getting away with wrong. Period. There's no getting away with anything. Third. The third is that Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa alihi. The third is after that you have qisas. The third is whoever gives life. How do you give life to an individual? You give him life with knowledge. Because they say, the ulama of Islam, they say that most of the crimes happen because of jahl. Again, I am not saying every jahil is a criminal. No. But usually jahl or ignorance is a big factor in committing crimes, especially murder or killing. And therefore, when you give knowledge to somebody, when you educate somebody, is as if you have revived the soul, and if you revive the soul, is as if you have revived humanity. Therefore, An-Nabi al-A'zam sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the one who came with knowledge, and the first ayah in the Quran came, Iqra. Read. Bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. Iqra. Many times. Iqra, Iqra, Iqra. And if the ummah follows Iqra, then, and the principle of Iqra, and acquires knowledge, the ummah will rise. Because you know, there is no ummah that is knowledgeable that's down. And vice versa. There is no ummah that's ignorant that's up. There has to be always people who carry the ummah. And among the ummah, people who learn and people who teach. Because you see always, they have always said, Al-ilmu nur. Knowledge is nur. And al-jahl, dhalam. Fafuz bi'ilmin. Sayyidina Amir al-Mu'minin says in his poetry, Fafuz bi'ilmin tahya bihi abada. Try to get knowledge, because that knowledge will make you alive all the time. An-nasu mawta wa ahlul ilm ahya'u. People are dead, even if they're walking. But those of knowledge are alive, even after they die. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا كما أمر وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له إرغاما لمن جحد به وكفر أشهد أن سيدنا محمدا صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم خاتم الأنبياء المعتبر صلى اللهم وسلم وبارك على هذا النبي وعلى آله أهل الفقه والنظر والعلم والأثر وعلى من بآثاره مقتفى واعتبر. We don't believe in Islam that facts or science and religion contradict each other. And furthermore, unlike many calls that you see nowadays or even before, we don't believe that Islam has knowledge that's secret from other people and open to others. And we don't believe that there are subjects that you cannot get into. We believe that Islam is very transparent and Islam is very clear. And Islam is extremely open religion for people to work their minds and hearts into. And that's the message of Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Came with the beautiful things, the book of Allah and the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, that he left us on it like a mahajj al-bayda. Clear and beautiful and transparent, clear way for everyone to be able to judge. We don't believe in priesthood, as you know, because we don't believe in one people controlling one thing or knowing one thing more than the other, or one people being able to forgive people more than the other. We don't believe that there's any connection that must be established first between the creation and the Creator. We believe that the creation can communicate with the Creator by asking Ya Allah. Immediately, there's no problem with that. And we believe that in order for us, and this is what we have to understand, in order for us to realize our potential, every single Muslim, in no matter country where you are, you have to learn and allocate the time to learn your religion, to learn the principle, to separate the facts from fiction, the substance from suspicion. So now we become back knowledgeable, not blind imitators of people who told us so. Because that's what led to destruction. When you close your eyes and simply follow. Al-Quran wa Sunnah do not tell you to close your eyes and simply follow. Al-Quran wa Sunnah tells you to hear, listen, understand, analyze, and then practice. It's time to wake up and put some knowledge in this deen, and put some time in our deen. Because there's a line of poetry, and I'll say this and I'll finish. My father, rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi, used to write that for me almost in every book I start. When he assigns me a book to study, he writes this line poetry. He says, Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barak ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa alihi. العلم يرفع بيوتا لا عماد لها والجهل يهدم بيوت العز والكرم. The knowledge raises homes that have without any pillars, and jahl destroys the most honorable of homes. Knowledge raises homes way high up with no need for pillars, because knowledge in the Quran and Sunnah will raise it all the way, and ignorance in that will destroy the most honorable of homes. Therefore I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us among those who listen to Iqra. Yani I don't mean any Iqra al-Quran, I mean Iqra al-Quran and the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ali Ibrahim. Barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ali Ibrahim fil alamin innaka حميد مجيد. اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين، أعلي يا مولانا كلمة الحق والدين. اللهم من أراد بالإسلام والمسلمين خيرا فوفقه إليه، من أراد بهم غير ذلك فاجعل دائرة السوء عليه. اللهم رد المسلمين إلى دينك ردا جميلا. آت أنفسنا تقواها وزكها أنت خير من زكاها، أنت وليها ومولاها. اشف اللهم مرضانا وعاف مبتلانا وفك أسرانا وارحم موتانا. اغفر اللهم لنا ولآبائنا ولمشايخنا ولمن له حق علينا ولمن على الخير أعاننا وعن الشر أبعدنا ولمن أوصانا بالدعاء. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وآله. أقيم الصلاة.